ready for some more February flowing. Done our first week already. Okay, just find some stillness, allow the eyes to close, and bring the hands to prayer at heart center. Connect with the breath. Set your intention for the day. And then next inhale, we send the hands up, keeping them in prayer to begin with. Fingertips all the way up, stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale, open the arms, maybe cactus them down, whatever feels good. Send the head back, inhale the arms up. Cactus the arms down, finding that nice stretch. One more time. And to finish the exhale, we're going to hinge at the hips, coming forward into a really generous forward fold. So you can widen the feet maybe a little bit more than you might normally, but make sure it's still comfortable for the hips. Bring the palms to the mat. Just find some movement. Take a little bit of a sway side to side. Swish the hips. And that nice bit of morning movement. Maybe take hold of each elbow, ragdoll side to side. Now inhale, place the fingertips down. Reach forwards with the chest and then exhale to draw the head towards the legs. So we inhale, lengthen. It's almost like a half lift, but a bit like more of a variation. So we do this kind of spinal wave. Inhaling onto the fingertips, lengthening. Exhale. Exhale this time to come back to your fold. Nice and relaxed. We're going to inhale, roll up through the spine, nice and steady. The head comes up last. Be sure to roll the shoulders back at the top. The gaze comes up. If it's comfortable, to send the head all the way back. Exhale, inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold once more into our comfortable fold, okay? We're not trying to stretch it off too much here, we're just finding that nice bit of movement. Maybe bring in your wave. And when you've taken a few of your waves, plant the palms down, step the right foot and then the left foot back, finding your high plank. Take a moment here, maybe just rock forwards and back on the balls of the feet. Stretching through the calves, press those heels back. Keeping that nice alignment. Core engaged. And on an exhale, send the hips high, find your downward facing dog. Pedal those legs, don't be afraid to just stay up on the balls of the feet for this whole practice, you know. We're not worried about getting the heels down. We just want to find a really nice tilt in the pelvis, so the tailbone is always reaching up towards the ceiling. And just find that nice movement. Inhale, rise up onto the balls of both feet. Exhale, lower the knees, chest and chin down to the mat, so the hips are raised. And then we inhale, keeping as low a profile as possible to come up to a cobra or a baby cobra, whatever feels best for you today. Tops of the feet pressing into the mat, glutes engaged. Exhale, we send the hips back up, downward facing dog. Inhale, send the right leg up. Exhale to plant it between the hands. We're coming up into a high lunge here. So make sure that the hips are square and the back foot is up on the balls of the feet. And once we square the hips, we can inhale the arms up overhead, exhaling to lower the hips down. Inhale, reach up with the hands, gaze comes between the hands. Exhale, bring the arms behind, interlock the fingers, opening the chest on another inhale. And then we exhale to hover the torso above the front thigh, core engaged. Just building up some heat, particularly in that front thigh. Inhale, draw the body up, release the arms up and overhead. Exhale here. Inhale, and then exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. Step the right foot back, we find our plank. Pause here for a moment, rock back and forth on the balls of the feet. Just a few times. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog, send those hips high. Next inhale, we send the left leg up. Exhaling to come up to our high lunge on the opposite side. Arms up when you're ready. Squaring the hips, core engaged. Building the heat. Inhale, reach up. Gaze between the hands. Exhale. The hands come down behind the back. Interlock the fingers. Open the chest on the inhale and exhale to hinge at the hip. Hovering the torso over that front thigh. Building that heat. Getting that energy flowing. Use the breath. Next, inhale, draw the torso up, release the arms up, overhead. Exhale in your lunge. Inhale to reach and exhale to plant the hands. Step the left foot back straight into downward dog this time. Again, still finding some movement here if it feels good. Maybe you want a little bit of stillness, that's fine too. Inhale to rise up onto the balls of the feet. Walk or hop the feet up towards the hands. Exhale, forward fold. Belly to thighs, trying to stack hips, knees and ankles, weight in the middle of the feet. Inhale, come to your half lift. Palms come to the shins, the thighs, maybe fingertips to the mat, but really lengthen that spine. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. On an inhale, find your half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to sweep the hands up overhead. We come to our arms raised posed. As we exhale, send it over to the right hand side, finding a side bend. Keeping the chest and shoulders open to the front. Really engage the obliques here. Breathe. Inhale back through center, exhale to the left hand side. Finding that stretch in the right side body now. Inhale up to center, exhale to release the arms down. And then we're just going to take some arm swings here. So, twisting through the waist. Initially, if you like, if it's comfortable, allow the hips to twist too, if that feels good. But then, try and build, keeping the hips square to the top of the mat, and just twisting through the waist. Find that nice, easy thing of a really kind of elastic movement. Just letting it go. So don't worry about feeling silly. It's all good. Start just to slow it down as we come back to our mountain pose. Now step back towards the middle of your mat, and we're going to lower down to come to our tabletop. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, tops of the feet come to the mat. Engage the core, and then we're going to start to bring in our cat-cow. Inhaling, sending the gaze up, tailbone up. Exhale, tuck chin to chest. And take it through in your time. Two more. Inhale, curl the toes under. Exhale, just to lift the knees slightly up off the mat. Engage the core here. They only need to hover. Squeeze. Press through the base of the fingers, not just fingertips and palm. Inhale. Exhale. Find your down facing dog. Take 2 breaths here. Inhale, the right foot comes up, and then we exhale to plant it between the hands. But this time we're going to come to a wide-legged stance. So point the feet towards the long edge of the mat. You can have a slight inward turn of the big toes if that's comfortable. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hip, finding your wide leg fold. Yogi's choice, where you place your hands. If they come to the mat, then try and keep the fingertips in line with the toes. Tilt those hips, find that movement in the hip. Active in the legs. One more breath here. Activate the legs. We inhale, draw the torso up. Bring the heels in, toes point outwards now. Exhale, flexing the knees, taking that nice deep seat. Take a little bit of movement, maybe side to side here. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, allow the palms to come to the mat or fingertips. We inhale, open the right arm up, finding a little twist here. Pulling up with that right hand, still grounding down with the hips. So no weight in this left hand. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, swap the hands. Squeeze. Squeeze into the inner thighs here, really trying to keep the knees tracking over the feet. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Bring the left hand down, we bring the toes to point back to the long edge of the mat and we come back to our forward fold. One more breath here. Inhale, draw the torso up one more time. Exhale, point the right toes towards the top of the mat. So we come to our warrior two stance. Get that nice and comfortable. Center the hips, inhale the arms up shoulder height. Exhale to flex the front knee. Shoulders, chest, hips all centered and in alignment. Inhale, flip the front palm. Exhale, reverse warrior. Left forearm to left thigh. Gently touching. Engage the core. Stabilize those hips. Inhale through warrior two and then exhale your way. Windmilling down. Second back to your plank. Lower down chaturanga or take it all the way to the mat. Up dog or cobra. Exhaling back. Down facing dog. Inhale the right leg up and through. Coming to your wide leg stance once again. Inhale, exhale to find your wide leg fold. Two breaths here. Active in the legs. Inhale, draw the torso up. Heels come in, toes are pointing out. Exhale. Flexing the knees, finding this squat or goddess legs. You can challenge the balance by really sending the feet out. Squeeze here, make sure the knees track over the toes. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale. Allow the fingertips to come down. We inhale the right arm first, finding that twist just for a breath. Exhale, release the hand down. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale at the top and then one breath here. Release the hand down. Toes come to point to the long edge of the mat. And we find our fold once more. One more breath here. See if we can get a little bit further. Maybe bring the hands through. Active in the legs. Inhale, draw the torso up. Exhale, The left toes now point to the short edge of the mat, finding your warrior two stance. Center the hips, inhale the arms up shoulder height, exhale flex the front knee. Inhale, flip the front palm. Exhale, reverse warrior. Breathe. Inhale through warrior two. Exhaling to windmill the hands. Taking our vinyasa, whatever variation today. Exhaling to meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, rise up onto the balls of the feet. Walk the feet towards the hands. Coming to the middle of your mat. And we exhale down into our yogic squat. If we can't keep the heels down here, then that's okay. Come up onto the balls of the feet. Try and hold a nice steady squat. Use a block or maybe rise up. You can fold the mat under the heels slightly if that helps. Try and open the chest, really send the hips down. Pressing into the inner thighs with the elbows. Inhale, really draw up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, allow the sit bones to come to the mat. And then we find our butterfly, seated butterfly. Soles of the feet together, knees pointing out to the sides. We can interlock the fingers and place them under the edge of the feet. Or take hold of the ankles, whatever feels good. As we inhale, we're drawing up through the crown of the head, finding that length. Exhale, drawing the knees down towards the mat. Engage the muscles here, you'll find some movement. Inhale, exhale, hinge at the hips, send the heart center forwards. And just go as far as you can, keeping the chest open, the spine lengthened. The minute we start to round, we want to just dial it back a little bit. Squeeze those knees down towards the mat. Inhale, draw the chest back up. Bring the fingertips behind. Knees come together, and then we just send them one side and then the other, finding that sort of windscreen wiper with knees. We bring the right foot in towards the groin, the left leg extends out, fingertips either side of the left leg. We square ourselves over that leg. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, walk the fingertips, hinging at the hips, send that tailbone back. Use the breath. If you have a strap or anything, then and you prefer to use that, but I think the method of walking the fingertips is fine. It's a good one. We can still stretch actively. And usually we get a little bit further than we would if we just tried to reach for the foot. Inhale, walk the hands up. Left palm to right knee, the right hand comes behind. We just take a little twist. Inhale back to center, swap the legs over, right leg comes down. Extended on the mat, left foot in. Fingertips either side of the leg. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, hinge at the hip. Breathe. Reaching forwards with the heart center, not so much the head. Make sure that the neck is comfortable though, so it's fine if you wish to drop the head. But when we're stretching, try and always reach with the heart center. It'll help keep your back nice and lengthened, open chest. One more breath here. Inhale, walk the fingers up. Exhale into your twist. Inhale back to center. Come to a comfortable seat, whatever variation is great for you. Maybe grab a blanket if you're a little bit chilly. Bring the palms to the knees or the thighs, however you're sat. And we're just going to take 2 rounds of square breathing. So close the eyes. And we're just going to move around that square. Inhale for 6, pause for 6, exhale for 6, pause for 6. 2 rounds. Inhale, bring the palms to heart center. Draw the thumbs up to the third eye between the eyebrows. And back down to heart center. As we bow our heads, honouring our practice, honouring one another. Namaste.